Hi everyone, Jamie Borden here from iDrum magazine in Las Vegas at the Tropicana Hotel and Casino with Recycled Percussion. How are you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing the show. This stuff, somebody's got ADD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the creator of the show, Justin, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a really high level of it.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, some people take medication for it. I can see that you've
This
done
is my
something.
medication. This is it.
And you know what? It's extremely impressive. I've done a lot of research on the background of where this came from, and it's, as a drummer, speaking to other musicians, drummers, guitar players, and everything that you guys do as a band. First of all, it's surprising to me that you've developed this thing into an actual band. I mean, it comes across and people think, oh, it's another show, like a Stomp thing or a Blue Man Group, but you guys are an actual band, and it's a big difference, and there's a different approach. You're from the East Coast, New Hampshire, that area. Tell me how you started all of this.
Well, really, we got started, like you said, at a high school talent show way back in a small town in New Hampshire, and about 17 years ago. And the idea was just to do like a one-off. And I got the influence from watching a kid perform on buckets named Larry Wright. And I actually witnessed him on, do you remember the old Buddy Rich Memorial Scholarship concerts?
Absolutely.
Those back when like Marvin Smitty Smith would play on them, and Steve Smith and Dennis Chambers and Neil Peart put the whole thing together. They had the winner that year was a kid named Larry Wright who played on buckets. And he became famous doing Michael Jackson videos and Coca-Cola commercials, but just taking a busket and playing on it, you know, on the subways was really how it all came to fruition. And I just basically took that idea and wanted to replicate it on a little bigger scale for my high school talent show. And now
it's on a much bigger scale.
Yeah. Thousands and thousands and thousands of shows later, we're here we are in Las Vegas.
So in that very first, in the first, I guess the evolution of that show from your talent show, when it finally caught hold, or because it was pretty immediate that this actually took hold. When it did take hold, what were the evolution of the instruments at that point? What did you bring into the show besides, because obviously you expanded the whole idea past buckets. What was the first set of instruments that you guys used in your first shows, in your early shows?
Well, the first incarnation of the group was really just different variations of different buckets and, you know, kitchen sinks and whatever recycled objects we could kind of find at the dump at the time. And really, it couldn't go beyond that, because for several years in the beginning, we couldn't even afford a sound system. So we never even thought about reinforcement. We never thought about what it would be like to, you know, to mic these drums up. We just kind of always looked at it from a street performance standpoint.
It had to sound good the way it was.
And then we'd slowly develop it from a 5-minute performance at a talent show to 10 minutes and 15, 20, 30 minutes, to the point where we could do a 45-minute show. And really, I mean, cultivating that process was kind of a long, drawn-out thing. I think creatively, I think we kind of, being from New Hampshire, and back then in the mid-'90s, late '90s, there was no social media, there was no YouTube. I couldn't see what other people were doing. Blue Man Group hadn't come around yet. The Stomps of the world hadn't come around. This all came from New York City. I mean, we kind of came out all at the same time. It wasn't until I mic'd something, I went, whoa, there's a lot more possibilities here. So that's when we really started to expanding creatively what we could do.